And we are live. Holy hell. It's been 2 weeks. Um anyway, hello all. Hello world. This is day 226 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Every single part of the series title now has like an asterisk attached to it. Because I'm not really studying, and even if I am studying, it's not really compilers. And like it's definitely not every day anymore. And I don't know what a compiler role is gonna end up looking like in the future, and or whether that is like my future, but that's a discussion for a whole nother day. Training is just like really fun though, so that is what has me a little bit in confusion. um yeah, last time we messed around with our neoVim config. This time I don't really know what I want to do. I wanted to like do more neoVim stuff last week, and then I like did it last week off stream, and then I was like tired, so I didn't stream. Um, yeah, I really have no idea what I want to do today. I don't really want to do compiler stuff, to be honest. Right now I feel like it's just too large of a context switch for me. Like, the stuff I've been thinking about day to day is mostly like, whatchamacallit. It's mostly like low latency code stuff, so I don't really think it feels really awkward to like jump back and forth between that and like implementing like raw like theory. So I kind of want to like do something a little bit more practical. One of the things that I've been thinking about is like planning out like a bunch of new videos, because there's a lot of like there's a couple of ideas for like actual videos that are like more long form, not really like stream adjacent, that I want to do, but I'm not really sure what my plans are for that. So it might be interesting to like start planning those. And then there's like two other big things that I was like, actually three things. One of the other things I was looking at is like maybe starting open source work, because like, well, I need more projects on my resume, so I think that would not be a bad place to look. I was also thinking about looking at like Linux/Unix syscalls, because that's something that I haven't really like learned a lot about, just like formally, in terms of like what exists. So I think it'd be interesting to look at, but I'm not really sure how interesting that would be in terms of like a stream. So I guess I could probably look at those. Today's stream is also gonna be like a little bit short. The third thing I was thinking about is brushing up on networking knowledge, because that is like one of like the two major systems areas I haven't really covered. One of them is like databases, and the other is networking, because I was not a great student at the time I took networking. So I kind of want to like look at it again. I think it might be interesting to learn about, at least in terms of like systems related stuff. So yeah, I think that might all be good. But at least the first thing I want to like look at real quick is just like my neoVim config, because I did make a bunch of changes to it. Yeah, so if we check out my lazy, which is the neoVim package manager, if you're not familiar, you'll notice there are a lot less plugins than before. There used to be like 32, I think. Now I've like condensed a bunch of them down, and I've cleaned up a bunch of the stuff overall. Specifically, if we go to my neoVim config, it all fits in one file now, which is incredible. Yeah, so one of the big things I did was I switched to mini nvim, because that wraps a lot of plugins, and it turns out like, even if or like one of the large things that contributes to plugins being neoVim being like slow to load sometimes is like just having multiple separate plugins. So like one large aggregate plugin that has a bunch of submodules is still faster than that. So that's partially why I did this, but also I was like, it was kind of just an experiment to see if I could replace a bunch of stuff, and it turns out I can. Let's see, what else did we change? I switched from Telescope to FFF, because, well, it's faster, and it's just crazy. I kind of like it. I think it does what I needed it to. I didn't really use Telescope as like a UI, so I think that's largely sufficient. Let's see, what other major changes did I make? I switched to Blink from NVIM CMP for autocomplete, because it was driving me insane because it was a little slow. I fixed my base Pywrite config, thank goodness. So now when I write Python code, I'm not bombarded by like hundreds of type warnings. Oh yeah, and then I switched to the VS Code theme for now just because it's funny. I think it's really funny to use NeoVim with like the VS Code theme. So I think we're gonna rock with this for a little bit. And we'll see how things go at least. Yeah, let's yeah. So that's kind of my life now. In terms of the config stuff, I don't really think there's that much else to look at. This is all on my .files though. I was thinking about making a video about my NeoVim config and just like my dev environment in general, because like I feel like a lot of the really hardcore NeoVim people sort of spend a lot of time just like they run like very heavy like or very heavily optimized like Linux setups, whereas like my workflow is completely in WSL and is like low-key kind of lazy in comparison. But at the same time, I think like it might be helpful for like people that are newer or like students that don't really want to move away from Windows but still want to like write substantive code. So I think this might be like interesting. Yeah, I don't know. If y'all have any thoughts about this, please let me know. I think it might be an interesting video to cover. But I need to think of a really clickbaity title for it, and I don't know what to make the title. Yeah, anyways. All of that slop out of the way. Let's go back to the list. Also, if anyone has like any questions about my internship, feel free to ask. Okay. So we're probably not going to do value numbering. I don't really think video planning is going to make an interesting stream. So open source work might be interesting to look at. I might try to find an issue on GitHub, on LLVM actually. I think that might be fun to do. Let's do that. Let's find an issue, and then with the rest of the time we can look at like syscalls or something. So if you remember from like a while back, I tried to get a issue on LLVM, and then I kind of forgot to work on it because other stuff came up. So yeah, that was very unfortunate. Let's look at LLVM. Let's see if there's anything we can yoink. So the reference I'm going off of is what am I looking for? LLVM first contributor. Or first contribution, this one. This blog post. So this is also like the generic resource that I will be pointing people to in terms of like starting out with like contributing to LLVM. Yeah, there's a bunch of like build stuff that I can set up next time once I actually get around to contributing. The biggest thing I need to figure out right now is finding an issue. So I'm trying to figure out what would be good. Yeah. He recommends InstCombine specifically. I think that's a good start. And then there's also like other stuff in like Clang that might be interesting to look at. So I think Clang format might be interesting. Yeah, so I think we're gonna look at the InstCombine pile and see if there's anything I could get. So how do we navigate GitHub? This sucks. InstCombine. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff actually. We could look at this maybe? Someone's already yoinked it. Let's see, what else can we yoink? Okay, someone's yoinked that. Man, everyone's yoinking these. Let's look at let's see if there's any like dead ones that people have not been working on. Have people been working on this? supposedly... Jesus. Yeah, this is what the experience of like looking through the LLVM code base is. Everyone's just like trying to take issues, and no one does them low-key, and it's kind of depressing. Am I part of the problem? Maybe, but I am going to not be part of the problem this time around. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, well, it'd be good. Wow, there's just a giant pile here. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Is there something good here? Hmm. What the fuck? Hmm. 0 occurrences. God damn it. This is difficult. Maybe I'm just like skimming through this really poorly. So there's definitely some fault on my end, but this looks interesting. It looks like it's already yoinked. Let's see. That's a good first issue. Oh. Wait, this could be good. Let's look at that. There's nothing there. Okay. Great. We'll do that instead. Fine. Wow. This is ancient. What's happening here? Clear to factorize add and sum, max and min. Is this still alive? Let's see. Jesus. This is just super dead then, huh? What's up? What's up, Arlie? Okay, surely this is... Yeah, okay. I guess this is just open for whatever reason, which is not ideal. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying to find something to work on at this point, because I don't really want to work on my big project right now. So I think this would be interesting at least to find something else for. What's up, Voxel Push on? Oh my, that's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of resources, a lot of languages. Wow, it's difficult. It's difficult to find. Oh, it's just perma open. That's rough. Most bad Java RC. I mean, they have like different. They've all got different like purposes, right? Like, I think they're also in a similar way very annoying in different ways as well. Oh my god. Let's look at this. Is this one done? Holy hell. 10 years using Java, one week with Python? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's rough. What's up, Esislo? Oh my god, these issues are just like perma open. That's very unfortunate. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Segment RU? I'm not sure what that means. Surely there's something here. Oh, I see. Anything? Oh, I see. If you're talking about like specific area I'm interested in compilers. I think compiler development is really cool, and I really like optimizing code. So I think working on things where code gets optimized is pretty cool. My large project I've been working on is a C compiler from from C to x86-64. Yeah, that is somewhere on my GitHub, but I'm not working on that right now because I want to try actual open source stuff. Maybe I should look at the Rust compiler. That might be interesting. Let's look at issues. Is there a good first issue label? Okay, we could look at that. Oh man. Learning without practice? Well, I think working on the project is the practice, right? Like, I think that necessarily is like the implementation. Yeah, this is rough. These large code bases are kind of awkward to find things for. I'm not sure what you're asking. I apologize. Yeah, we'll just look at LLVM again. I think this is the least awful. Maybe if we just take off inst combine, that might help a little bit with finding something. What's happening here? Yeah, everything's just permanently open. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of like moving parts, right? So I think that's kind of reasonable. Like, if it fails, sometimes it fails. You just gotta figure out what's going wrong. Yeah. I think you can point the compiler to specific archives. So, or at least surely there's a way to do that instead of like having it just resolve the defaults. Hmm. Oh, I see. Yeah, Microsoft is like particularly rough for like C work. The Microsoft compilers are generally a little bit behind. And they're generally like a little bit more, a little bit worse at least. Oh, what the? Okay, I could just yoink this, I think. I think this will be what I want to work on. I should probably take a look at what's happening at least. I don't really like the ecosystem. I think just like development on Windows is generally just like really miserable. I much prefer to have like Unix utilities. Okay, let's figure out what's happening here. Okay, so JSON output for LVM Dorf dump. Okay. Yeah, we could take a look at this. Debug info. Oh. That might be fun. Yeah, I guess this is kind of outside the optimizer, so maybe I shouldn't be looking at this. That feels a little bit awkward. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find something else to work on maybe. Yeah. C is generally like really awkward to write, or like it's really awkward to make compatible with like Windows stuff. Usually like people are writing it for like Unix environments. I'm developing in like WSL, so I have like a Linux virtual machine running, and that's where I do most of my work. But I like having Windows around just for like playing video games because I'm a bum. Yeah, WSL is great. I like WSL a lot. I really should make a video on WSL actually. I think it would help a lot of people, at least. People that like still need Windows for other things. Let's see. This could be interesting. This is like ancient. Oh yeah, these are all like really old actually, huh? Okay, there has to be something interesting here. Rocket League working in Linux? Hell yeah. Yeah, okay. I might only just have time to like find an issue. This is like kind of rough. This could be interesting. Holy. Yeah, actually, we could do this. We could do this. I think. We could do those. Okay, we need Klinger. Ta-da. See. I'm Brazilian? I see. No worries, you're good. I'm like doing my best to understand what you're saying. Let's see. Okay, we could look at those, I think. Wow, this has been going for a while. That's crazy. We're starting work. You should verify that you see an error. Okay. I mean, you can like do WSL stuff in Python, or Python stuff in WSL. Sorry. Oh man. I want to work on CIR. What are you doing? I'm trying to find a project in a large compiler codebase to work on right now. What's happening here? Oh hey, I know that person. Hello. Holy, there's so many comments. Has anyone taken these? What do these even do? LVM x86 intrinsics. There has to be docs for this somewhere, right? Once I like read up on this a little, I think I can figure more things out. Oh man. Okay, where did this go? x86 built-ins. LVM x86. What is here? Oh, it's under Klinger. I see. Oh, this just got moved over, right? I think that's what's happening. Okay. There has to be docs, right? Please tell me there's docs for this. Wait, what? This is hard. Okay, this actually doesn't seem like it'd be that bad though, in theory. I say that and I know it's gonna take like the entire summer, and it's gonna be like horrific, but you know. Well, what can you do? I'm very scared to like actually ask to be assigned. I'm really scared to ask, actually. Okay, it looks like no one else is working on this one, so. I'm scared. I'm scared to ask to get added to this. Oh man. What's up, Skills? It's been a second. I am just like really scared. I don't know. I've been alright. Just like a lot of internship stuff. All of my time is either spent at an internship or it's spent recovering from the internship for what it's worth. Wait, I recognize that name as well. That guy's the goat. Yeah, surely it will pay off. Hopefully it'll be good. Huh. Where do I even find info about these intrinsics at least? Stall? Where can we look for this? It's in here? LLVM Doxygen. Let's look at the docs. Is there a search? Where's the search on this? Namespaces? Oh man. Clang. What's up, Zen? I am trying to find a quote-unquote first issue to work on in LLVM. But it is going quite horrifically right now because I'm a bot. Yeah. I'm struggling. What's happening here? Jesus Christ. What's happening here? You're fine. I'm a bot because I'm like struggling to figure out even how to go about doing this. Oh man. What is this? Oh. This is gonna be interesting. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get paid, but... What is happening here? Oh, I see. That makes sense. What is happening here? Okay, this is Cling format. This is like not really what I care a lot about here. What is happening here? Oh, I see. I could just I could low-key take over this, I feel like. I feel like I could take over this PR. Let's see. Am I allowed to just take over this? Is that a thing that Okay. So what happens? What is happening here anyway? Let's figure out the problem. Regress for context per changes. So what's supposed to happen here? Okay, sure. So that should be evaluatable, I believe. Oh, wait, what? That shouldn't happen. Wow. That is interesting. Okay. So what's happening here? The bitcast. Oh, interesting. Where is the bitcast? Wow. Okay, I'll just ping him. I think I'll ping this guy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really scared to ping anyone. I Alright, take care, Arlie. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good meal. Alright, we're just gonna send it, I think. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared of doing anything in large code bases. I'll keep this one I'll keep these in a page somewhere. LVM issues, MD. So we have that. And then we have this as well. Okay. This is terrifying to me. What is happening here? I feel like I'm gonna get yelled at and like blacklisted or something anytime I like post anything on these lists. Any specific attributes? This is rough. Wrong types checked. Interesting. What's happening here? I think this would also be interesting to learn about SDAG and that GI cell. SDAG version of this, he was missing from GI cell. List of all the nodes that tries to handle and their current status. Some with no equivalent missing nodes will need to be ported. Okay, this could be interesting. I will see. I think Bitcast might be interesting. Or like, honestly, a lot of these. Holy hell. Okay, we could just like yoink one of these, to be honest, I think. Okay, these are like forever. Jesus. This could be interesting to look at. I'll throw this in the list at least. What else do we want to look at? This might be cool. Reverse ping. Okay, we could just yoink this. Or we could just yoink things, it looks like. What is happening in this PR though? Why is this stalled? Holy. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow. Great. Okay. Interesting. What's happening here? Is this blocked? What's happening with this PR? Oh, I see. It's already been yoinked. What's happening here then? Okay, this is just... Okay, that's rough. Okay. Oh, man. That's the television. How's the compilers market? It's probably as similar as everywhere else, to be honest. There's just like a high barrier to entry in terms of just like raw, like theoretical knowledge, I think. Yeah, for what it's worth, I don't think like it's necessarily intrinsically like strategic to switch into it if you like wanted to like specialize in something. But like, I think you should more pick towards your interests because that will necessarily push you to, I guess, learn all of the stuff you need to know for it instead of just like following the hot path. What the oxygen? Yeah, I don't want to learn about oxygen. I don't want to work on that. This could be interesting. What's your go-to books for compiler fundamentals? I have a list. It's a very short list. I think that's a great place to live. I think the competition is honestly just as bad because there are also many fewer jobs, right? So you definitely need to know your stuff, I think. Oh, actually, this could be interesting. Hmm. What the hell? Changes requested. Wow. I feel very out of depth looking at just like the breadth of LLVM code. There's so much to learn. This is crazy. What the okay. Okay, well, I think I started this for long enough. This is kind of just like one of those awkward days, unfortunately. I'll try to think of better content for next stream, but honestly, it's just like really hard to get back into the kick of like compiler stuff. Maybe I'll do a bit of LeetCode at some point. I don't know. Anyways, I think we're gonna call the stream here though. Thank you all so much for showing up today. Like the stream if you haven't, sub to the channel if you haven't. Join the Discord if you haven't. It's still kind of active. I chat a little bit more there during the day, so feel free to like ping me with questions there or just like join and just like chat with everyone else. Yeah, my LinkedIn is in the description. My GitHub's also in the description. Yeah, I think that's about it. Take care, y'all. Take it easy. I probably still won't be streaming during the week because my schedule just does not allow it. I get back to my room at like 7, so it's just kind of doomed. But I will make an effort to be around next weekend. So, see you all then.